Now, first is this is a continuation of this nursing theories, that is the 16th unit. That is model of professional nursing concept and practice. Already we told about the what is the theory, what is the model and paradigm concepts. Okay. So what are the different models will be there? So some model of nursing concept and practice. Let us will see the models. So there are three types of models in the this one. One is holistic model, health belief model, health promotion model. So holistic model, health belief model, and health promotion model. So first we'll see the holistic model. So the holistic treatment of the body's expression of the symptoms is done through natural and preventative approaches. So the individual is looked at as a person, not as a disease they have or ailments they exhibit. So here what we have to see, the person we have to treat it as a whole. So we should not see it as a patient. We have to see it as a person. Additionally, with the holistic health, one's health is measured not just with the absence of symptoms and disease, but an overall positive state of being. So we should not see the symptoms or disease, but we have to consider the person as a positive state of being. So therefore, individuals also have a responsibility for their own total health and have to be an active participant in their approaches towards day-to-day wellness and healing to keep the body in balance. So here we have to consider the individual should have the responsibility for their total own health, and also they should be active participant in the approaches towards the day-to-day illness. For example, if we are giving any health education, so we have to involve the person in the health education regarding what they have to, what is their opinion and what they have to be followed. So holistic model means that we have to consider the person as a whole, not as a patient or a symptoms or as a disease. So here we'll see the holistic health. We'll see in this diagram physical, emotional, mental, social and spiritual. So we have to consider all these five aspects into consideration. Then only it will become as a holistic approach or holistic model. We should not take only physical or we should not take only emotional. So consider it as the whole thing. Next we'll see the health belief model. Health belief model is one of the most widely used conceptual framework for understanding the health behavior. Okay. So developed in the early 1950s, the model has been used with great success for almost half a century to promote greater condom use, seat belt use, medical complaints, and health screening use, to name a few behaviors. So beliefs. So here we'll see that the health belief model is based on the understanding that a person will take a health related action. Okay, that is that a person will take a health related action if that person feels that a negative health condition can be avoided. For example, if the patient is having that negative health condition, that is a HIV, that is here action is they should follow the use of condoms. So like that. So it has a positive expectation that by taking a recommended action, he or she will avoid a negative health condition. So using condoms will be effective at preventing the HIV. So that is the thing. So that they should have the belief whether they are, for example, if they are taking the good diet and better immunity, then we can able to prevent the corona like that. So now the concept like that is there. So that is the health belief model. So next believes that he or she can successfully take a recommended health action. That is, he or she can use condoms comfortably and with the confidence. So that is it. So should have the belief that they should be having that belief. So they should follow the things, that is they have to be follow the actions correctly. So comfortably and with the confidence. Then only they can able to prevent the HIV. So that is the thing, like that they should have the health belief model. See here we can see the in the health belief model, we can see the modifying factors, that is the individual perceptions, modifying factors, and likelihood of the action. So individual perceptions means perceived susceptibility of seriousness of the disease. So that individual perception is the how. So when you are taking the corona, so some individual will have the perceive of seriousness of the disease. Some people will take very easy. What will happen like that? So health individual perceptions is very important. So if the individual have good perception, then modifying factors. Modifying factors, that is age, sex, ethnicity, personality, socio-economic knowledge. This will be modifying factors. And perceived threat of disease. So that is the they have to take it as a serious, and that is cues to action. So what they have to do for the cues to action is education, symptoms, media information. So how they have to take this action is through health education or through symptoms or through media information. Next, likelihood of action. So what they have to do, perceived benefits versus barriers to behavioral change. So likelihood of behavioral change. So they have to change their what they have to do to avoid the diseases or to prevent the disease. That is action. So here in the health belief model, individual perception, modifying factors, and likelihood of action. These three they have to be given. Next is a health promotion model. So this is proposed by Under and revised in 1996, was designed to be a complementary counterpart to models of health protection. That is health promotion. That is very important. So to promote the health throughout the life. So it defines the health as a positive dynamic state, not merely the absence of disease. As the definition of health, we know that it is a positive dynamic, that is day to day. For example, we will see yesterday will be healthy, today we'll have some of the ill health, and tomorrow like that again we can regain the health. Like that we'll have the changes in the health. Daily we won't have the same type of this one. So it is directed at increasing a client's level of well-being. So here by this model, increasing the client's level of well-being, and it describes the multidimensional nature of the persons as they interact within their environment to pursue the health. As already we told that health will have the person will have more influence with the environment. So here also multidimensional nature of the person, how they interact with their environment. Health promotion is a science and art of helping people change their lifestyle to move towards a state of optimal health. So here to have the health promotion, it is a science and also art. So here it is based on the science means that is a scientific knowledge, and art. Art means we have to practice. So helping the people to change their lifestyle. So we have to change some of the lifestyles. Nowadays we are compulsory use wearing the mask. Lifestyle we have been changed, and hand washing repeatedly and using the sanitizers. Why means we have to move toward a state of optimal health to prevent the corona. Like that we have to be modified the lifestyles or changes of the lifestyles. So here also you can see in the model type. So individual characteristics and experiences. So prior related behavior before how it is there, and some personal factors, biological, psychological, all socio-cultural. So many factors will be depending on. Here behavior specific cognitions and effect. So we'll have the cognitions and effect. That is the presence of, that is the action, perceived barriers of action, perceived self, and activity related effect, like that. And also interpersonal, that is we'll have the influences. So we'll have the so many influences, family, peers, and also the support, all these things. And situational influence also, the options, demand, characteristics, all these things. So behavioral specific cognitions and effect, and behavioral outcome. So by that is by crossing all these things, we can have the behavioral outcome. So how the outcome will be there means That is, we can have the inducive, uh, that is demands. That is, we can have the health preventive, so comfort behavior, and also we can have the plan of time. All these things we can able to. Behavioral outcome will be a state of good health. This is the health promotion model. And theories of professional nursing concept and practice will have the some of the theories which will be uh, having for professional nursing concept and practice. Some theories are there. They have been proposed. Just I will tell little bit. So in the first year level, it is enough for you, and when you are going to higher studies, you can know very depth. So here we are having the some important theories. Other than this, there are so many other theories also there. But in your syllabus, only they have been given this theory: Peplo's theory, Anderson's theory, Orum's theory, Newman's theory, Roger's theory, and Roy's theory. So we'll see the Peplo's theory first. So theories, that is the Hilgard E. Peplo. He was born in Reading, Pennsylvania, that is the USA. They have been. The theory explain the purpose of nursing is to help the others identify their felt difficulties. Okay, ఒక్క నిమిషం 2 minutes ఇక్కడే పెట్టేస్తాం. So sorry for disturbance. So we'll see this Pavlov's theory. So he was the, that is the theory is the, so theorist is the E. Pavlov. She was born in Reading, that is the USA. So the theory explains the purpose of nursing is to help others identify their felt difficulties. Okay, nurses should apply principles of human relations to the problems that arise at all levels of experience. So Pavlov's theory explains the phases of interpersonal process, roles in nursing situations, and methods for studying nursing as an interpersonal process. Okay, that is nothing but this theory explains the purpose of nursing is to help others identify their felt difficulties. That is, as a nurse, we have to know their difficulties, and also we have to help at this one. And also at the same time, we have to apply the principles of human relations to the problems that arise at all levels of experience. Okay. And also she explained that nursing is therapeutic in that it is a healing art assisting an individual who is sick or in need of health care. Okay, nursing is an interpersonal process because it involves interaction between two or more individuals with a common goal. So I told you already, interpersonal process. So interaction between two or more individuals with a common goal, and the attainment of goal is achieved through the use of a series of steps following a series of pattern. So this goal how we are going to achieve is through the use of series of steps. That is, we are following the step by step, following a series of pattern. The nurse and patient work together, so both become mature and knowledgeable in the process. So whenever we want to take a decision, so both nurse and patient work together, sit together, and they have to take the decision. So that they can become the mature and knowledgeable in the process. Next, we'll see the Virginia Anderson's theory. So it is also the one of the theory. So here we'll have the 14 components of Virginia Anderson's need theory. So she have proposed the, or she explains the 14 concepts. So one is breathe normally. So need. So that's why they are calling it as the need theory. So while we are having the every human being will have the needs like physical needs, psychological, all these needs. No? So one is the breathe normally and eat and drink adequately. So eliminate the body waste, move and maintain desirable postures, sleep and rest, select suitable clothes, dress and undress, maintain body temperature within normal range by adjusting clothing and modifying environment, keep the body clean and well groomed and protect the intimate, avoid dangers in the environment and avoid injuries to others, communicate with others in expressing emotions, needs, fears, or opinions, worship according to the one's own faith, work in such a way that there is a sense of accomplishment, play or participate in various forms of recreation, learn, discover, or satisfy the curiosity that leads to normal development and health and uses the available health facilities. So these are all the 14 needs which the human being is needed. So if any one need is not acquired or not reach or not get, so then they will have the some disturbance will be observed in the person. So you see that is also hierarchy needs. So which is first and which is the next. So breathing normal is a very important and eat and drinking, eliminating. So these are the primary needs. Next after that move and maintain the desirable postures. So if we are not moving and we are in the bed for a 1 or 2 days means we'll get the so much of complications. Sleep and rest. We'll have the adequate sleep and rest also. At the same time we should select the suitable clothes. Is it? According to the situation we are wearing the clothes and maintain the body temperature also. For example, in the summer you won't be wear even for 1 hour without fan or without air. So like that and keep the body clean and well groomed. So that is very important. Without bathing and without that, we are not able to. And also at the same time, avoid injuries in the environment and avoiding injuring others. So we should be always safety. Next, communicate with others in expressing emotions, needs, fears. That is, we are talking now with the friends and others always. That is nothing but expressing the sharing our feelings, our needs, our fears and at the same time worshipping. So it is also one of the needs, spiritual need, according to the one's faith. And work in such a way that there is a sense of accomplishment. Accomplishment is some people should appreciate. So working is also important. At the same time, recreation is also very important. Always we are won't work, no. So we need some form of recreation. At the same time, we should have the curiosity. That is, we need the health and use of available health facilities. Next, Orum's theory. So this is a general theory of nursing. Dorothea Orums, she was the proposed that one. This theory is composed of three related parts, which are self-care, self-care leadership, and nursing symptoms or systems. Sorry. So Orum's theory of nursing. So it is we are also call it as a self-care theory. So that is very important. Now we are doing our self. So here they are having the three concepts: self-care, self-care leadership, and nursing systems. Next, Newman's theory. The Newman system model was originally developed in 1970 at the University of California. So this model was developed by Dr. Newman as a way to teach and introduce to the nursing course to nursing students. So the goal of the model was to provide a holistic overview of the physiological, psychological, socio-cultural and development aspects of the human being. So the goal of this theory was nothing but holistic overview. So physiological, psychological, socio-cultural and developmental aspects of the human being. So major concepts are four, that is the person. So here the person is a layered multidimensional being each layer consists of 5% variables or subsystems. Is it? One is physical or physiological, psychological, socio-cultural, development and spiritual. So in the person we will have all these things. And next is the environment. So the environment is seen to be the totality of the internal and external forces which surround a person and with which they interact at any given time. Already I told. So environment will have the more influence on the person. And health or wellness. Humans see health as being equated with the wellness. She defines health or wellness as the condition in which all parts and subparts are in harmony with the whole as the client. As a person, it is in the content interaction with the environment. The state of wellness is in dynamic equilibrium rather than in any kind of steady state. And also she told that prevention also they are having the three: primary prevention, secondary and tertiary prevention. Next is the Rogers theory. So in the Rogers theory they explained about the self, that is the hierarchy of the needs, that is the this is a pyramid. See here we can see the physiological, safety, love or belongings, esteem, self-actualization. So in the physiological, you see the breathing, food, water, sex, sleep, homeostasis, and in the safety, security of body, of employment, of resources, mobility of the family, of health and prosperity, and love or belonging, friendship, family, sexual intimacy, all these things. Esteem, self-esteem, confidence, achievement, respect of others, respect by others, and self-actualization. Morality, creativity, spontaneity, problem solving, lack of prejudice, acceptance of the facts. So this is the pyramid. So in the base will have the physiological, safety, love or belonging, esteem and self-actualization. Last one is the Roy's theory. So, so here in the Roy's theory, they can use the nursing process. So the nursing process according to Roy's model consists of 6 steps. First is acceptance of behavior and acceptance of stimuli, that is nothing but the assessment. And nursing diagnosis, goal setting, intervention, and evaluation. Okay. So they have been having the nursing process with the assessment, nursing diagnosis, planning, implementation, and evaluation. So this is the some of the important nursing models in which you will have, that is the Roy's adaptation theory, Rogers theory, Betty Newman's or Newman's. We'll call it as the Betty Newman's theory, Oram's theory. That is, it is called it as the self-care theory or self-care deficit theory. That is the Virginia Henderson's theory or need theory and Pepler's theory. So these are all the some of the 6 theories which you will have. So you will get only for 2 marks. Don't worry. Just you go through in the book and just go through have. Okay. So thank you.